How's it going, guys? Joey from CSC. In today's video, we're going to show you how to unbox and assemble your brand new CSC electric bicycle. All right, to get started, let's open the box. Just a bit of advice. Be careful with the sharp staples on the box and use caution when cutting the zip ties not to damage any of the parts of your bike. All right, so now let's get started. These are all your spare parts and the tools you'll need to assemble your bike. So you can actually use your box as a bike stand to make your assembly easier. You simply take the bike out of the box and lay your bike down on its left side, right there, down on the box. All right, next step is to unpack your bike. So now we have your charger, your tools, your bell, your tail light, your pedals, reflectors, some zip ties, and your front wheel skewer. Now let's attach the handlebars. First step is to rotate the steering stem 180 degrees and remove the handlebar clamp bolts. So position and center the handlebar in the stem. You can identify which is the front by the index marks on the handlebar. Install your clamp. And install your pinch bolts. We'll snug fasteners for now, and we'll make final adjustments in torque later. So to install the front wheel, first remove the protectors. So for corrosion resistance, we advise you grease your skewer before you install it. So when installing your skewer, remove the end cap and the spring and install the quick release side on the brake side. Install the spring, small side facing in, and install the end cap. Bikes are shipped with corrosion protection on the brake rotors. Use brake parts cleaner or isopropyl alcohol to clean the rotors before riding your bike. When properly aligned, the skewer and the rotor will easily slide into place. Engage the quick release up and completely tighten the end cap. Disengage the quick release and tighten an additional 1.5 turns to ensure adequate tension on the quick release. This would be a good time to install your headlight on the fork crown. The fasteners are 10mm, and an additional 10mm socket or wrench would be handy. So now that your front wheel is secure, now it's time to line up and secure your front end. First step is to align your steering stem and handlebars the best you can with the front wheel. The top cap only needs to be snug, but then make sure you securely fasten the pinch bolts on either side of the steering stem. So adjust the handlebars to your preference and securely tighten the handlebar clamp in an X pattern. So nobody likes a squeaky bike, and to ensure proper torque, we recommend that you add grease to the threads of your pedals when you install them. And they are marked right and left. So the right pedal is a standard clockwise thread. And to ensure you have proper torque, just insert the 15mm supplied wrench, apply the front brake, and just step on the wrench. So the left side has reverse threads, so it's counterclockwise to tighten it. To secure adequate torque, just put the 15mm supplied wrench, put the crank arm forward, and step on it. For maximum pedaling efficiency, it's good to adjust your seat so your leg is slightly bent at the bottom of the pedal stroke. To adjust your seat, simply unlatch the quick release and adjust to the proper height. So your tail light attaches to the top of your seat tube. Simply take the threaded strap, insert it into the slot, and secure it by tightening your thumb screw. Then line up the 2 pins and the index mark and simply snap it into place. To attach the bell, simply remove the screw on the strap and reattach it to the left side of the handlebar. You have 2 reflectors. The red goes on the rear and the white goes in front. And they're secured by reattaching the screws. So the keys that were zip tied to your handlebars are used to unlock your battery. Simply insert, turn, and remove your battery. And the bottle cage is secured by removing and reinstalling the 2 Phillips screws. So the charger does need to be plugged into the wall socket first before you plug your connector into the charging port, which is located right above the key lock. All right, now before you go ride, make sure you double check the tightness of all the fasteners on the bike, especially the critical ones like the handlebars and the controls, the front brake rotor, the front brake caliper, the rear brake rotor, the rear brake caliper mounting bolts, and the derailleur hanger. Now it's time to set your instrument panel. The way you turn on your gauges is by holding down the center button. Now to go into a setting mode, you hold down both up and down buttons and it brings you to a setting mode. So from here we can set your maximum speed. Go up and 72 kilometers an hour is your maximum speed. Hit the center button again and now we set your tire diameter. Now 26-inch fat tire bikes are 29-inch in total diameter, so we're correct there. Hit the center button. Now we can change it from kilometers to miles an hour. Hit up or down button and it switches it to miles an hour. Now hold the button down. Now we're ready to ride. Now just like a motorcycle, the front brake is on the right and the rear brake is on the left. If you want swapped around, take it to your local bike shop and they can easily do it. So a handy feature on CSC e-bikes is a USB charging port to keep your devices charged. So if you're gonna ride your e-bike primarily on the street, set your tire pressure to around 20 PSI. Now for more information, refer back to your owner's manual or go to csc-ebikes.com. Now what are you waiting for? Go out and ride. Thank you for watching and we'll see you on the trails.